Oh, you're back. And to the newcomers, welcome to the Stage Right Speakeasy.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really want. If you want my future, forget my past. If you wanna get with
We didn't explain it very well last week, but here at the Speakeasy, we all love to come together and talk about God, share some mocktails, hang out, and find ways we can find God in our musicals. Today, we are going to be making the Beauty Queen Broken Dream. We're gonna start off with a scoop of ice, or a little bit more than last week at least. 3 pours of Miss Argentina Tears. Two pours of Beetlejuice Snot. And last but not least, 2 pinches of spider guts. Now, we will give it a good shake. And a pour. Here's your Beauty Queen Broken Dream. Please enjoy our performance from Talia and our conversations between Carson and Dave.
I was hot. I went to parties a lot, you know. I was driving Lamborghinis, sipping super dry martinis in the tiniest bikinis on a yacht. But I was depressed, oh so completely obsessed. Hit on happy beauty queen who dreamed to be Miss Argentina. I had such low self-esteem, I was a mess. So I gave it all up for the netherworld. I've been here forever, girl. If I was more clever, girl, I would have stuck it out knowing what life's about. Pain and joy and suffering, failing but recovering. I'll tell you another thing, everyone here is alone. So if you are breathing, go home. If I knew then what I know now, I would have looked within and let love win somehow. If I only knew the truth back then, I wouldn't have had my little accident. Don't be blind. You left your whole life behind. See a shrink, call the priest, ask the recently deceased. Death is final and you cannot press rewind. Why did it take death to see? Happiness was up to me. What
What's up, Mr. Dave? How are you?
Carson, how are you?
Good to see you.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm just enjoying the show.
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm here too.
Really?
Enjoying the show.
Yeah, I was just sitting there thinking it's interesting that they chose Beetlejuice.
It is interesting, yeah.
I mean, what an interesting thing, because that's all about the dead.
Right, which is odd.
It is odd, because I tend to like to live, amongst the living.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to figure this out as to why they would choose that, but
right.
It's good.
It is good.
Yeah, the music's good and everything.
Yeah. That was like what I was, like this performance reminded me of a verse in the Bible.
Really?
Yeah. It reminded me of Luke chapter 20, 38, verse 38, which says that he is not the God of the dead, but the God of the living, because all are living to him. So that's interesting that like we chose Beetlejuice because it's about the dead, but our God is not dead.
Right.
Which is interesting.
I know, and the more I think about Beetlejuice and that theme, because Beetlejuice actually does have something to say to the living, right?
Right.
Like live the best life you can, and because the life you live is going to have consequences while you're dead.
Right.
is what I get out of the show. But that is such a great verse, because I do
Yeah.
believe that. I think God is the God of the living. And,
I agree.
And whether we're living in this reality or the next, God is still the God of the living.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, he's in all things. He's in the creation of the earth.
And he's so interested in the now and
Right.
what we want and what our dreams and aspirations are. So catch me up. What have you been up to?
Yeah, what I've been up to. So I graduated high school and I took a gap year. And through that gap year, I joined this program at this church called the GAP program, which was a 9-month leadership program on preparation before college. And so to kind of like shoot you for college, like we studied the Bible, of course, we studied leadership, we studied different career options. Like we went out to see woodworkers, welders, and then the other one we got to go do is we got to go spend a whole day with firefighters, just training with firefighters.
Yeah.
And while I was training with the firefighters, it sparked an interest in me.
No kidding.
Yeah, and so I'm on the path to become a firefighter paramedic currently.
Are you kidding me? That is awesome, Carson.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear that. You know, I've got a couple of firefighters in my family, and I know several firefighters.
Okay.
It's a great career.
That's what I've heard.
Career. Every one of them has been happy they chose that career and has done well.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I love about it is it's not like the same job every single day.
No.
There's always something new.
Right.
And I love the more paramedic side of it because that's more people contact. And when people are in their worst situation, when they have problems, when they're calling 911 for their issues, I can be there to try and help them.
Absolutely, and I've noticed from friends and family that have chosen that as a career, there's a great sense of family with your home station or squad, or I'm not sure the terminology, but the people you work with shift after shift really become your family because you're living in the firehouse, right? And you're having meals together, and you're going out on these dangerous calls, and your life is in their hands, and their life is in your hands, and so you really bond together, unlike any other career than maybe a police officer or service or something.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
So when will you begin training and all that?
Yeah, so in the spring I'm going to go get my EMT certification, and then after that get my paramedic, because I'm more interested in that paramedic side, to get that first, and then after that probably get the fire side of that.
Wow.
Yeah, so it'll take about 2.5 years to get all that. So.
And will you do that here local, or will
I'll do it pretty local. Yeah, there's some colleges around here that have good
good. So I can touch base with you from time to time, see how you're doing.
Yes, sir.
I am so excited for you. You're gonna do great at that. I can see you as a paramedic and a firefighter.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What about you? What's new with you?
Well, I'm retired. You know, I retired from helping out with the youth several years ago when I got tired of sleeping on the ground. But I finally was able to retire from full-time employment, so I'm free to do whatever I want to do. Yeah. And you know, part of what I want to do is take a nap every day, so I do that. Part of what I want to do is help people. And so I, before COVID hit, I volunteered for our homebound ministry and would go visit folks that were homebound because of illness or disability or something. And I've been working with our recovery ministry and helping out with that. And then most recently, like 2 or 3 years ago, I enrolled in a course out at SMU to become a certified spiritual director. Wow. And that's a kind of a long title for just, you know, helping people. Yeah. Kind of the same sense you're getting from being a firefighter. I like to help people. Right. And I find as I'm doing that, as I'm helping people, I feel more in the now. Like the scripture talked about, I feel more alive and I feel more in the now. Whereas if I'm, you know, in the past, when I was your age, I had no path or no direction. And it was all about me and what I wanted and what I needed. And I can say I feel more alive now than I did back then. That's good. So I'm real happy you're learning that lesson early.
Thank you. Yeah. That's so good. Yeah. That's so cool. So how long is the SMU program?
It's been 3 years. I'll finish in December.
Okay.
And that'll be a 3-year completion on that.
That's awesome.
And I don't get a degree or anything; it's just a certificate. But it's been exciting to study out at Perkins at SMU with the professors and stuff, and I've gained great insight into more spiritual aspects of Christianity. They mix in some of the Eastern church traditions of meditation and reading scripture in a meditative way. And then there's the added benefit of learning how to read somebody's body language or hear what they're not saying to you, so that you can ask a question to get them to open up a little bit.
That's real good.
So yeah, it's good work.
Yeah.
It's good work.
That's awesome.
There's no money in it.
That's okay. Yeah. No, that's real good.
Yeah. Well, Carson, it's been great running into you. I just wanted to leave you with this thought. I mean, I was, this song that was playing when you came in. If I knew then what I know now, and I would just tell you, as you embark on your career as a firefighter and really the first few steps into adulthood, just be brave and don't let fear creep in. I remember being afraid of failure and afraid of falling short or not measuring up, so to speak, and none of that matters in the end. Right. Life is full of twists and turns. Things are going to happen. You're going to feel differently about things. Just go with your gut, follow your heart, and God's going to be with you wherever it takes you. All right?
That's good word.
It's really been good to see you.
Yeah.
You take care of yourself, and I want to catch up with you on how you're doing on your firefighting.
Yes, sir.
All
good
right,
to see you.
We'll see you.